Hey, folks. Tuesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, Shawn is here. Edward. I've got over the ball nightmares. All right. Green virtual. That should be it right there. That should be it. Well, sounds good. All right. Well, the Paranormal Radio app got the intro, so there we go. And let's go over here to where is my USB codec? There we go. Now should be good. Should be good. All right, for the folks that are lit. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and play this a little bit in here. The music that I have picked here the last couple of shows is called The Introvert. Shauna gave this to me. And hopefully you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Bobs, what's up, brother? Marquetta. It's Marquitas or Marquetta with a K or Q U. Laura, hey, what's going on? Brian Bomer, where can I get the read about Shawn's NDE? Well, I'm writing the book right now, Brian. I'm writing the book right now. Today is day 48. So, you don't need to spam anymore, everybody. But yeah, there we go. And yeah, there you go. I do a daily update of, basically topics over on my community page for the YouTube of what, basic stuff I had written about today. And today I wrote about a prayer. I had a bunch of people that asked, and I knew a few people needed prayer, so I wrote a prayer today. And said that thing for a few people, actually. And I'm humbled that people would ask me to do that. Are we still, can you hear me or no? Let's see. Audio. Virtual stream. Should be able to hear me now. Hit a 1 if you can hear me. A 2 if you can't. 1 if you can hear me. Okay. Great. Medium dark roast. McCafe. All right. So there you go. Sugar Britches. Lucas. Howdy. I have the Vault of Nightmares, the Nightmare Nation TV on tap for tonight. So we'll be watching that stuff here in just a little bit. And fantastic. Bonita, can you hear me now? I think that was the only lady that sounds good now. She may have started way back when I started the video, which, as much as I check this daggone thing when I get on, I still freaking miss one iota, one little bitty click and that just drives me nuts. But luckily, it was easy to fix tonight. So, and that's about it. All right, folks. Like I said, tonight we'll be doing some open lines 931-994-6917. And then Friday, I'm going to have, hold on just a second, let me get my notes out here. I'll have Nick Valente, University of Cryptozoology. He's going to be a guest on Southern Supernatural with Danielle Borzan, myself, and then Tina Bice. We'll have him for 2 hours. And I think it's going to be a fantastic show. That's this Friday. You can see in the links over on my YouTube page. If you're over on Twitter or wherever else you're seeing me or hearing me, there you go. Nick is a cool guest. Yes, from what I understand, he's a great guest. Great guest. So, Bass, hey brother, I sent you a link if you want to get in. Well, heck, why not? Let's go ahead and start inviting people in here. It's not like I'm hiding stuff. I'm gonna drop a link of StreamYard over in the chat if you want to be a part of the show. You know, you have to have at least a microphone, maybe some earphones. You don't have to show your face on camera, but you have to have a microphone at least. But it's open lines night, 931-994-6917. I've been doing some redesign of a couple things, show logos and stuff like that, trying to get everything situated and the air cleaned out. And get a breath of fresh air for the show. Judy, hey, glad to see you. And there we go. Howdy. All right, so what we're going to do real quick, since let's say a quick prayer like I usually do. Get this show started. I humbly ask our Lord Jesus Christ and our Heavenly Mother Mary that if it be in accordance with your holy will, that all curses, evil, demonic involvement, and or attacks being sent against me, my show, my listeners, my participants in this show, be blocked and be sent back from which it came. In Jesus Christ's name, please send your angels of mercy and help those that are in need, body, mind, and spirit. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. All right, folks. The show is officially started across the board. Wow. Marquita, thanks for holding wrench. Blues, Big Cole. Hey, buddy, what's up? So if you want to be a part of the show, you just have to drop in and get that link there. So hopefully the link's good. And had a couple of side chats with some people today. Let's see. Who did I have? Which side chat in here? I think I conversed with Cole. Laura, definitely. I sent you a message replying to what's upstairs in this old house. But you never know what you want to get when you get open lines. So anyway, we got Nightmare Nation. Right, yeah. Nightmare Nation TV. Let me get this open here. Share screen, and then head over here. There we go. And open this up. See, how's this look? Oh, yeah. There we go. Well, that's Vol Nightmares. Apparently, they've had I think they were under a Torcon 7 today, if I remember correctly. Saw Lakay's live feed this morning. Hey, Delgado, what's going on? But I think there's a lot of storm chasing going on down in Mississippi and in the Gulf right now. Heading my way. I want to see a lot of stuff. I woke up to a freaking cold house, I'll tell you that. And I had a oil delivery today, which I got an oil furnace, which, old school stuff, but that is the best heat in the world. And I was like, well, did I remember to turn the heat on? Son of a gun, if that thing wasn't broke. So I went down in the basement, flipped breakers on and off, and it took about probably half a day to find somebody to work on these old school furnaces. So crazy, 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 but it was cool. Thank God for all the blessings that I've gotten, and thank God for everybody that pays attention to me and this whole show. I don't know what the hell you guys like listening to this Southern voice for, but there you go. All right, so what we're looking at right now is the Vol of Nightmares, the Nightmare Nation TV in the backyard. Mari, what's going on? Glad you made it too. And we're looking at the Nightmare Nation TV, the Rio Link stuff. And I'll have that up for a little bit. Looks like Vault will probably be on after my show. I believe I was on his show, probably an hour or so into the stream, something like that, last night. Well, Brian, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. But you asked about my writing and stuff for my NDE. I will probably be writing every day for the rest of my life. I'm doing all right, Big Cole. Can't complain, buddy. Only thing I complain about is my freaking, like I said earlier, my oil furnace. I think it's something minor, like electrical, something other. But it took about a half a day to find somebody to actually, service that thing. You can't just call a HVAC service up and say, "Yeah, I got an old oil furnace." They'll say, "What? Can we sell you something else besides that old oil furnace?" No, you can't. But there you go. But the rest of it is hunky dory. Other than the occasional hot pocket here and there, which I haven't seen any hot pockets yet. If you are a hot pocket, 931-994-6917, you're more than welcome to call. For the exception of a few people that already know that I do not want to ever hear their voice again. But other than that, let's see. That's about it. Let's see who's in the chat. Mari, if you see anything on these cameras back of Vault of Nightmares, we're going to be watching that for a few minutes until we get a hot pocket call in tonight. Last one wasn't very creative. All they would do was spam call me and say, "I can't hear you." At least be a little bit more creative than that. Then a few act like teenagers and say vulgar stuff, but that's easy enough to block. It takes a second to block them. And that's about it. Hot pockets, hot pockets. I love a hot pocket every once in a while. Well, I love you back there, Bonita. Love y'all, actually. If it wasn't for y'all responding to me, the community posts I do on the near-death experience, and I post, occasionally if I'm on a live stream that I really like Cisco's live stream, I'll post that. And I've posted a couple of live streams with family members from the Dark Waters family, Lakea's show, and I can't remember. Did I post a live stream from Vol Nightmares lately? I don't remember, but pay attention to that. Every once in a while, you might find a live stream that I'm on enjoying the hell out of it. So, oh yeah. So there you go. Appreciate y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. And Bass is doing some research on Montauk. Are we talking about the Montauk monster or that lab? There, Bass. So there you go. Oh, no. I almost said I got somebody popped in, but it was just the freaking cameras. 931-994-6917. Donnie, what's going on, brother? What is going on with you? I have been loving Cisco Stream. If Donnie, if you would pop Cisco Stream link in there in chat. If you want some old school paranormal, open minded stuff over there, hell, Cisco's got your ticket over there. She does some research, and Donnie and a bunch of others will pop in and be a part of the panel over there quite often. I love that stream. Mm-mm-mm. Hopefully, I'll get that last bit of coffee down before it gets too cold. But there you go. Looks like we got some bugs on. There's some bugs in the system. Well, I got the wrong freaking window. Hold on just a second. There's the window. Well, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a bug right there. Definitely. Or what is that? Looks like an eye reflection off of a piece of web. Or maybe a worm hanging off of a piece of web. Maybe. I don't know. But we're looking at the Vault of Nightmares, the Nightmare Nation TV live stream, which you can go over to the Vault of Nightmares 2.0 and get signed up over there. I do not have the information in front of me about pricing or whatnot, but yeah, you can't get any better than that. Let's see. Looks like we got one. Maybe the camera in the woods is down. Looks like. For the folks that have the service, Nightmare Nation TV, is the camera in the woods been down today, or for a little bit, or what? So, there you go. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? It usually takes about 30 minutes or so before the first one gets the nerve up to call in. Of course, wherever you are, if you're over on Facebook or you're over on Paranormal Radio app in the Dark Waters channel over there, or over on Twitter watching me live, call in 931-994-6917. And if you are on, let's see, Skype, Chasing the Truth 2018, which I don't have to rename that. I don't know if I can rename that Skype channel name. I'll have to look into that. It's been a bit since I created that, and it's 2022, and I'm using 2018. So I've been doing this for 4 years. Strange. Okay. There you go. Wow. Oh yeah. I just broke 1,000 over on my TikTok. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do live streams over on TikTok, simulcast over there. I think I might be able to. Maybe. I'll just have to sit down and think about it. Research it a bit. But if you are over on TikTok, look up Chasing the Truth. No Shawn G at the end of it. But that's me. Thanks, Big Cole. Appreciate that. That's a wild, weird place. That's for sure. Wild and weird place. I got hooked on a couple watching their streams. There is this fellow that does cartoons. Yeah. And his family help support him. He's a kid, well, older kid, and he does cartoons, and he'll draw, mixed up monsters and stuff like that, like alligator, giraffe, or whatever. I forgot what that kid's name is. Love that channel over there. I got hooked on watching his stuff and a few others. There's this one lady that does fairies. That's all she talks about is fairies over there. I kind of been paying attention to her. So, crazy stuff. Blues NG, what's up? Mayreed, what's up with you? Well, let's see. Wow, that's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning for you over there. They got Stormy Daniels not spaced out radio. It's going to be what? Really? Stormy Daniels on spaced out radio. All right. That's crazy. Stormy Daniels. I can't wrap my head around that one. I just, yeah, for whatever reason, Stormy Daniels and or Orientation doesn't pair up with me. But hey, if that's where it is. Arlene, hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Connor, hey, buddy, call me. Or jump in and hit the. Oh crap! Let's do this. Paste this in. Hadn't heard from you in a hot minute. Larry Connor, if you want to jump in for a minute. Got the StreamYard link there. I've seen you've been doing a whole lot of live streams over on various platforms. Try to hit your TikToks every time I see you go live. But Doll, what's up with you? Good to see you too. So anyway, let's see. There was a thing that happened over on my. Oh, when did I see this? Oh, probably mid last week, something like that. I was on the phone with my update. I will due to some family business, I will not be moving in with my mother as per plan, and I had mentioned before. Some things has happened, and everything's okay. Don't think that there was anything wrong. It's just some stuff has happened in the background that I just don't want to cover, but everything's fine. Mom's doing great. My sister's doing great. Thank you for all the prayers. They absolutely helped, without a doubt. But oh yeah, Eric over on what does he call it? Paranormal. Changed it from what is his Eric's new channel name? Paranormal something like that. Paranormal Highway. Is that it? Oh yeah. Let's see. Is it evil if people don't show up on camera when being recorded by house security camera? I don't know. There's some strange stuff. I'm not going to say that I am an expert with infrared IR cameras, but I did set up a bunch of sleep labs when I was doing healthcare. I actually installed, ripped them down, put them back up, and I spent a good 15 plus years messing with infrared cameras. There's some artifact that you can get with compression videos, uh, especially with like VCR tapes. When I first started doing sleep studies, before I started really doing anything major with overseeing sites and whatnot at the end of my career, there's a whole lot of compression with IR, especially on VCR. And more times you use VCR tapes, which we had occasion where we had to use VCR tapes 15 times. And that media degrades like son of a guns. So there's a whole lot. I have videos of actually over on my TikTok. I got a video of possibly a compression ghost where somebody walks down the street and on the side street next to my house, and they kind of disappear, then reappear, then disappear, and look like they're floating in the air. Craziest stuff ever. But I got it over on my TikTok. Yeah, my mother is doing okay as far as last report I have gotten from her. She is in rehab, and I think my sister said that she was taking her to an orthopedist, get everything straightened out and flying right, stuff like that. So, but God, thank everybody for saying prayers, especially for my mom and sister. That, oh Lord, it's helped out quite a bit. I would say a prayer for my heat pump, not my heat pump, but my oil furnace. But I've got somebody coming tomorrow. And I think it's just probably a fuse within the system that's popped somewhere that I could not locate this morning. So, Trina, hey, what's going on with you? An ear infection. Oh my God, did the world spin with you? Last time I had one of those sons of guns, that was not pleasant. So, were you on with myself and Truth when he said you seen a shadow figure? Mm, I don't know. Did when was that? So your brother Truth seen a shadow figure. Was that when all that stuff was going on with whoever it was that sent us all a nice little present throughout the DW family? Was that the one that you're talking about there, Bass? And there's Sandra. What's up? Why? Oh, yeah. Okay. So the thank you for reminding me. I was about ready to say that, and I kind of went off on my own little tangent there. I was on the phone with my sister. We were talking family business, and family business is family business. I came in here to grab something. I think probably a pen and paper or something like that, so I could take a quick note, maybe a number or something like that. Rolled back out, and right outside the door here at my bedroom is my staircase, which I've talked about that staircase on several different occasions with ghost stories that I've told about this old freaking house. And I just turned down the hallway, and there was this 7 foot plus creature. And it wasn't a solid black mass. It was actually grayish white, standing at the foot of my stairs. And I looked on my camera just to make sure that I could see it, which the camera that should have caught it was offline. And the one that actually caught me going down the hallway, stopping and looking back and saying, "What the hell was I seeing?" And tell my sister about it. Now, I got about a second and a half, 2 second look at the thing as I'm gliding past. Maybe not 2 seconds, probably a second. 7 foot tall. That's the tallest son of a gun I have seen in this house. Usually, I see things about right here. But all right, I think I'm gonna stop sharing. We'll come back to the Vol Nightmares, the Nightmare Nation TV. Cameras in a little bit. Looks like there's a little bit of wet weather going down there and some spider webs and stuff. But yeah, a spirit. Well, I have been writing about angels lately. Not necessarily today. The past week, especially with devils and angels and stuff, and near death experience. And then I wrote a little bit about that. I can't say it's a room. I was surrounded by reptilian eyes. Which, if you've been part of the show and been a fan of my show and listened to this stuff, I've told a couple of reference points over the last few years about that. With these reptilian eyes, opening and closing, looking like I'm in the middle of a snow globe looking at the thing. So I wrote about that stuff slightly. I need to write more about it, but well, Trina, I am definitely going to get it fixed. The biggest thing was finding somebody that would do oil heaters, oil furnaces. But I believe what that 7 foot plus tall figure that was gray and white, mostly white, but kind of shimmering gray, was the angel. Because I was down deep and dirty in that near death experience, writing about uh, two specific angels for a good 2 days, maybe three. So, and that's about it. 931-994-6917. Hey, soup to you, KJ. Oh, yeah. So, I have heard, actually, when I was doing my dishes earlier today, for whatever reason, paranormal stuff happens or supernatural stuff happens. I saw something out of the corner of my eye again. That was a shadow figure. And I've been talking to, let's see. Hobbs says, I used to have the most horrible nightmares, walking nightmares, when I was very young. A black mass moving down the stairs towards me, faces in the corner of my room, and figures running up my bed. Well, I'm 52 years old right now, and I still see that stuff. So, and if you read what I've written, you probably say, "Oh my God, you either had a stroke or something seriously wrong with you." But I don't know. I have woke up with demonic looking stuff on the side of my bed looking at me, and I don't get jump scared. Well, I can get jump scared, but I don't get scared by that stuff. I get kind of pissed off about it, having stuff standing in the corners and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. Like jump scared or getting scared to the point where my heart rate goes wonky, wonky, wonky. But yeah, hey, there's Jen A. What's going on, G? The veil is thinning, according to Delgado. So I believe that. I believe we're about ready to see what we're seeing in the news, which I did get a text message earlier today about some altercations that's been happening over in Europe and South Asia and stuff like that, Asian theaters and stuff. Cannot talk about that. The old AIs do not like that. You can get dragged off and shut down pretty daggum quick if we talk about anything that's going on currently in any news outlet. That's just crazy that you can't talk about truth, but I'd like to keep my channel a little bit more. You woke up with what staring at you? With me? Are you talking to me or Hobbs? I woke up to several things, but the one thing that I woke up to looked like a little demonic 4 foot something or another with red eyes. And of course, I started rebuking the damn thing, and it went. It definitely went. Then shortly after, that's when my friend Admi Thoria sent me a bunch of prayers, and I started using those. And actually, I've been saying those prayers before and after each show for the last several months, actually. So thank you, Admi Thoria, for that. And I hope you got your new phone. You got that freaking thing figured out. New phones, baby. New phones. So, anyway, 931-994-6917. We got 57 people in here, and not a soul that's wanting a call. What's up with y'all? All right. So, what kind of story you want to hear about? Do you want to hear about my near-death experience stories, or do you want to hear about ghost stories, Dogman, Bigfoot, that kind of stuff? Again, this Friday on my show, Southern Supernatural, with my co-hosts. Let's see, Daniel Borzan and then Tina Bice. We're going to have a special guest that is Dogman Cryptid Central guy. His name is Nick Valente. University of Cryptozoology. We'll have him on for a full 2 hours there. And I think it's going to be a fantastic show, without doubt. NDA, Dogman. Dogman. Let's see. Anybody else? Scary. Oh, wait. My buddy Julie sent me something to read on the air today, and I think I will. It's kind of weird, but I'll see if I can get it pulled up. Now, this is not a true story, but I like how it reads. As our ship pulled into harbor beneath the blinking lighthouse, we saw the faces of our families for the first time in months, gathered to greet us on the moonlit shore. It was only when we first were so close enough to make out their vacant eyes and top wide smiles that we realized the lighthouse was blinking and a message in Morse code read, "They are not your family anymore." Thank you, Julie, for that. I like that. I like that. Near death experience, your pick. Creepy Appalachian stories. Okay. Well, I wished I knew that Spearfinger story. That was the one that you see or heard about. Steve Stockton knows so well. I've heard it a couple times where I used to work in Lee County, Virginia, where that story kind of originated. Other than that, there was a dogman sighting. My buddy Denver Michaels wrote a book specifically about cryptozoology in Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee, West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky. And about 15 miles from me, there was a dogman sighting on Highway 58 going from Wise County heading toward Kentucky. A dogman jumped in front of a car and it wound up on the side of the road and said apparently it tried to get the person out of the car before I think it got infrasound or whatever. Kind of confused. But yeah, Denver Michaels, a buddy of mine that I've had him on my show about twice, three times. And we grew up literally probably 20 miles from each other. Never met face to face yet. But yeah, we grew up about 20 miles from each other. Isn't that small world? Small world. Let's see, Rothin here in Hawaii. Oh, my stretch yesterday was 30, today 70. Holy cow. Yeah, it was 70. Right now it's 64. It was 30 yesterday. And Doll, is the NDU in process your first book? Yep. It is in process. So for the folks that have been reading my, since a lot of people say an NDE, I said a Dogman story that was here locally close in Wise County, Virginia, on Highway 58, pretty close to Pound, Virginia. Pretty sure. Near death experience for the folks that have been keeping up with my community blog. What do you want to hear about? Now, I wrote, just not every freaking thing that I've written about in there. There's some stuff that I've written about probably will never grace the pages of any book whatsoever. Probably just for one person's eyes only. But the majority of it will probably be in a series of books. So, hold on just a second. I'll pull my file up, see what we got. Holy cow, I didn't know I'd written that much. Gee whiz. Last time I counted, I had like a well over 100 and some pages. It looks like I've got that more. Probably getting close to 200 pages now. But looks like the theme here lately is I've got Lucifer, and then I got a file that says Devil in Me, Angels, James 1:12, Conversations with God. What did God's voice sound like? Oh, that's a wild one. But the one that everybody really wanted to hear, what did the devil's voice sound like? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely send prayers to Scott. Certainly. Hey, Red, what's going on with you? Hope everything's calmed down at your house a little bit. Hope everything. Did I send you that link to that free copy of that PDF for the Exorcist prayers for lay person? I think I did. Isaac, what's going on? All right. Well, it's 40 minutes in. And not a soul has joined in with me, but hey, whatever. That's up with you. If you want me to sit here and ramble on, we can ramble on. All right. So the couple of really, let's see, community posts that I have gotten a lot of comments on. One is specific to what the devil's voice sounded like. And I can honestly tell you, when I wrote for 2 days, I literally wrote for 2 days straight, almost. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that, Dark Woods there. That drained me writing for that 2 days. Now, last few days, I have been writing, not so intensively, specifically about the devil, Lucifer, or whatever you want to call the thing. It hasn't drained me as much. I've seen some interesting stuff pop up, but nothing major. But somebody asked me, I can't remember, has there always been activity in your house? Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. So the this house, my family is the second family that has owned this house, and this has been built in the late 1800s, something like that. And actually, Laura Elizabeth asked me earlier about the ghost upstairs. What was it? Actually, last Wednesday, I smelled old cigarette smoke, wet old cigarette smoke at the end of my podcast, the last Wednesday show. And then after I got off, I kept smelling it. So I sent a message to three of my friends, Danielle, Tina, and Julie, all three of those fine ladies, great friends. And Danielle popped back and said, "What do you see?" I said, "Well, I see a young lady dressed in 1800 clothing, and then another guy, which I have caught a EVP that is by and far the best EVP that I have ever heard in my entire freaking life on any freaking show, anywhere." And I cannot identify the voice, and it's very clear. But I said I would never play it again on a live stream anywhere. I will share it out to a couple people, but that are close. But I have played it before on live streams. Probably the last time I played it on live stream was year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But if you keep go digging and you see an EVP remark on a show, dig into that. You might hear it. I don't know. Let's see. Shawn, I may not have heard this one yet. What are you going to do with the book you're writing? Will we be able to buy a copy? Yeah, actually, I've had a couple people. Steve Stockton's reached out to me and said, "Hey, gave me some heads up on how to get it published and stuff," but I ain't quite there yet. Right now, I'm just literally word vomiting stuff out. Today I just wrote a prayer that was probably a quarter page long or something like that, and that's all I wrote today. But I had a bunch of stuff that was going on in my personal life that I had to take care of, which i.e. the family business and my heating situation with a downed oil furnace. So I ain't had that much time other than prepping for this show. But yeah. Now, what will happen with this particular near-death experience book? I have foreseen that I will be writing every day of my life until I die. And here's a little thing. When I had my accident, when I, for the folks that are just listening to me for the first time, how I wound up having near death experience. I was a drunk driver, and I fully admit I was a drunk driver. I did hit a car, but the only person by and large that got hurt was me. Thank God that was it. And I've already paid my dues, paid my price, paid everything I needed to pay respectively to doing that. But before that, the intersection that this occurred at, I kept having premonitions about something happening there at that particular spot. Years and years and years of something, me, a car wreck or something, right at that little intersection. Now, that being said, I had my first premonition of my death in the future. And I wrote specific words, which I'm not going to repeat here, but there's specific words that I will write and when I write them, I fully intend to expect that I will probably pass away, but that's way in the future. And if Shawn, if you're listening, no, it's not that close. So there you go. Aha, Cisco, what's going on? I was just remarking about your. Let's see, Cisco. Did I have you? I think I've got you. Wait a minute, Cisco. I'm about ready to make you a mod. So there you go. Please drop your link if you want something that Cisco is old school paranormal, open minded, and I love being in a chat and stuff, listening to the folks that she lines up, part of her show. Well thought out, funny as hell, but holy cow, yeah, Cisco is just top notch. If you want something that is mind bending and open minded, and that lady that I forgot what her name was, the one that was married to a 300-year-old pirate ghost, and you're sitting there defending that lady. Holy cow. Yukon Sam, what's up? Oh, I appreciate you. I enjoy the hell out of Cisco's channel journey through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast. This is one of those things that, I like that. I like Eric's channel over there on Paranormal Highway. I think that's his new name. He had changed. It was Gypsy Road. Or was it Gypsy Road? I believe it was. But he had to change it for whatever that was. But there you go. Oh, yeah. Paranormal Highway. Yeah, I'll definitely drop you links in there if you got a wrench and you got a channel that you want to get out driving but listening. All right, brother. I try, last few days I have, probably last week, I don't think I made your show today, buddy, Eric, but yeah, I like his show a lot. I like the people that are in that show, part of his chat and his panel. Dr. Wu, I like that fella. I like that fella a whole lot. So 931-994-6917 if you want to be a part of the show. That's the number, which that's kind of weird. Nobody's called in tonight. What is that? What the hell's going on? You don't want to talk to me? I dropped a link of StreamYard in the chat, which I have Absolutely. If you're a hot pocket or whatever, heck, I'll talk to you. See what's on your mind. I was on Vol Nightmares. Was it last night or the night before? And a hot pocket popped in there. Oh, Vault just went, buddy. Here's the link. Get in here so I can talk to you. I just want to argue with you in the chat. And Hot Pocket never approached him or never. All he did was keyboard warrior, keyboard key. Spit that one. Keyboard warrior type person. So, hey, but you never know. Gray Wolf Paranormal, what's going on with you? Would you like to talk to the pizza man? Sure, why not? I'll talk to the pizza man. Yeah, pizza man. Pizza man. I have been waiting for a specific service to pop up on me for the past several months, but oh yeah, bacon. Cisco and her bacon warriors over there. Is there bacon people in here? I need to buy some freaking bacon. Pepperoni, please. Pizza. Yeah, Darkwoods, you can call me and make out that you're trying to order pizza, whatever. Bacon and popcorn and whatever. So yeah. Yeah, there's Cisco and her bacon and ghost stuff going on there. Love her bacon. I did not get any bacon this time. Now I do my bi-weekly grocery run and get enough to get me by personally for 2 weeks, but I did not fricking do the bacon. I got some fricking good ham though. Guess that's close enough. You're right there, Arlene. They'll jump in there and say all kinds of crazy stuff in the chat. Bacon is love. Bacon is definitely love. Bacon. The only thing I can't wrap my head around is bacon ice cream. I just can't wrap my head around. I don't know. I haven't tried it. The concept is kind of foreign to me just because bacon and ice cream. But I hear it's pretty good. But I'd give it a try. But I'm not sold on the idea. That's like being sold on flat Earth. I'm not a flat earther by no means, but my mind's open enough to say, yeah, argue with me, give me that aha moment. Yeah, the Earth's flat, and I know there's a few people in chat that believe that there's flat. Connor thinks it's flat, and I have no problem with it. I honestly have not been sold on the flat Earth theory. Oh yeah. How was that? One of our gatekeepers, Cisco, had bacon hot chocolate. Well, it might be all right. I could probably do some sort of chocolate and bacon. Oh, wait a minute. I got Wes Vic sent me something. Oh, well, looks like Wes had to get a new laptop. He's setting it up. He may pop in. Hold on just a second. Let me give him a link to get in here when he does. Wes Vic. Oh, yeah. Red Raider, Nick Valenti of Bigfoot Dogman Research Project will definitely be over on my Friday show, Southern Supernatural, with Daniel Borzan and Tina Bice, my co-host over there. Going to be interesting. I have had some sidebar chats, not in great detail with Nick, but he sounds like an interesting fellow to talk to. Definitely. From everybody that has remarked, hey, you got him on there? It's like, yeah. I'd put it out a 1 minute video of paranormal instance. Oh, was that? Yeah, Paranormal Highway. Eric had, I think he did it like EVP session. Was it 2 days ago? That was something. And he was asking questions, and all of a sudden, his green screen falls down in the background. Did you ever capture anything with the EVP session, or is that part of your 1 minute summation? Green screen came down. Definitely, I saw that. Saw that live as he's doing a little EVP session. I have a problem doing that kind of stuff in my own house. I get a little sheepish, a little skittish. I guess that would be a better word. I turn on my cameras in the house and showing them live. Well, the intention is the big thing with me. Uh, if you show something that's in your house and show it live, is that you feeding intention from other people that are saying, "Hey, what's going on in there?" And I want to see something freaking, you know, throw something across the hallway or whatever. Would that feed into the house energy, or would that instill something negative? Bad juju in your house. Mm, well, I've shown a couple of videos of crap in my house, but I had already did prayer work and rebuking and stuff after all that stuff. Shown some pictures of actually Jilly, my friend, reminded me of one thing I had up in. I had a thing happen upstairs. I had a stuffed Sylvester. Oh, you know, not a figurine, just a stuffed Sylvester comic book, or yeah, sitting up there for a long time, probably like 3 days. Then all of a sudden something happened, and the thing went. Boop. Don't know why it did that. Caught it on camera though. I had it set up to where it would alert my phone when something moved up there. I mean, mad to electronics of your home, not bad things in your house. Sorry, that's all right. But I've had some people in this house. I can honestly tell you, I will not name names or anything like that, because I'm sure some of my family members won't want to hear a name come out of my mouth. But this house gets unsettled. This house gets unfreaking settled, and it's like you hear voices, male, female voices, you name it. Stuff's been thrown, people being scratched, pushed in this house just because somebody shows up. I fully think that that's one of the things people have asked me. Hey, can we come over and do investigation or whatever in the house? No, absolutely not. No way, no how. I'll sell you the house and you can investigate it all you want to after I move out, but not right now. I'm a big thing. Bring somebody in that I have no problems with people that do paranormal investigations whatsoever. But I honestly, what if they bring something in that's attached to them, and I don't know if they are aware of it or if they keep it at bay with prayer work or whatever. But they come in and disturb what's going on in here? Nope, no way. Cajun Boy 97. 97. Wow. That's hard to believe. 97 is 24 years ago, 25 years ago. That just blows my mind. Oh, of course. I've got a niece and nephew are in their 20s now, and then it's like, holy crap. And my niece, my oldest niece, she is going to have a set of twins. And I think this Sunday, she's going to have a reveal party, which I absolutely know what she's going to have, a gender reveal. And I just can't. I can't get my head around having a gender reveal party. Didn't grow up with it, but apparently that's all the rage now. I'm not putting it down, but why? But yeah, I honestly, gender reveal parties. Hey, I guess any reason to have a good friendly party and have a lot of enormous amounts of cake and ice cream and bacon, why not? I would go. I'd go for it. I think I'm going to be. Was it? I think it's this Sunday, maybe. I'll have to ask my niece. It's on her Facebook. I'll have to go look. I said I would go. So, let's go. Have I ever seen any orbs in this house? Yes, I have. Absolutely. And I have. Did I have a? I've got 11 cameras in this house, and actually I reinstalled a camera down in my basement. Let's see if I can find that. I don't mind saying it. Well, no, actually, I didn't check it out, see if it's online. I just went down and plugged it up and turned it on. But I seen all kinds of orbs down there. There's one video that I have when I first started installing cameras in this place. My intention was one, if I'm going to, the camera down in the basement was to make sure the basement doesn't flood, which I've got a couple of sump pumps down there. And that was my intent, was to have it down there. And when I installed that camera down there, I remember singing some hymn that my grandmother used to sing. I can't remember what the hymn is right off the top of my head, but I sung that hymn and I was rolling past the door to the basement. And then all of a sudden I got this cold chill over me. And then ding on my phone, hey, you got movement downstairs off that freaking camera. And you see these two, you can hear me singing the hymn in the background, and these two orbs dancing around. It's kind of spiraling. It wasn't a bug. I know what a bug looks like on these cameras. It wasn't two bugs. I still have free food, Shawn. Yeah, it's always free food. I'm all for free food. Definitely always free food. You can look at me and say, "Oh, that old boy ain't missed a meal in quite a bit." So, beanie for licks, Pulaski, Tennessee. I know exactly where that is. Been there a few times. Drove past it at least. Pulaski. I used to live in Kingsport, Tennessee. Actually, had a discussion today about maybe moving back there, but nah. But you never know. Northeast Tennessee was home for half my life, and I love the area, love the place. The people you cannot. This is like Southwest Virginia, right here on Kentucky and Northeast Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, Southeastern Kentucky, or Southwestern Kentucky. Excuse me, I'm getting the borderlines mixed up. This general vicinity here, Steve Stockton lived in Northeast Tennessee, which he knows. We kind of bat around that we have a common knowledge of the place. Jackson, Tennessee. Have I been to Jackson? Lived near Pulaski, Tennessee. Pulaski is a cool place. Here's a nice little place. I used to date a gal over near Nashville, Tennessee, and we went to this little place called Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and it was the Moon Pie Festival of the world is stationed in Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and I think there's a moon pie factory in Northeast Tennessee that makes this gigantic, huge, fucking massive moon pie. And this little town swells from maybe right at 900 people to a few thousand. It's home to Moon Pie Festival and Tennessee walking horses. Where is it there? Blue Moon, Moon Pie, and the storefronts and stuff. Every storefront there set up like a little tourist thing. Sold every known configuration of Moon Pie in this little place called Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Well, Z Wiki, where you been? Where's your dashboard on your truck pointed? And what is the price of diesel? Hey, Blue Moon, what's going on, Julie? Glad you can make it. You finally made it. So, yeah, there you go. Love the place. Bell Buckle, Tennessee is just, it's hard to find if you didn't know where the hell to go. But once you find it, it's just this little diamond in the rough little town. But yeah, crazy. Oh, yeah. Julie, remind me. I keep forgetting. I need to add that to the script when I pop all the stuff. Julie runs a Blue Moon Scents based out of Canada. And I'm not getting paid by her or anything. This is just a friendly thing. She's has been doing her own scents, bath salts, bath bombs, and I just absolutely, I didn't know there was so much work into creating a bath bomb. But yeah, Julie, if you want to drop a link to your website there in the chat. But look her up. I think we've been discussing maybe doing a promotional something or other with Chasing the Truth, kind of like a giveaway or whatever. Well, we haven't panned out the particulars of that yet, but don't know. So I'm sitting here just rambling on about nothing. There we go. BlueMoonScents.com. Blue Moon Scents. Yep. And that poor girl's got a 3D printer in Bass and Truth and all those fine fellas have 3D printers, and that would not be that would be detrimental to me to have a 3D printer. Holy cow, what could I recreate? I would recreate the old G.I. Joe stuff, like going out of style. Definitely do Iron Man helmets and junk like that. And then I'd probably wind up, buried in plastic figurines. Oh, Gene, my mother is actually doing all right. I announced earlier that I probably will not be, I will not be moving in with her. Some family business and whatnot has changed that foreseeable future for me. And hey, it is what it is. She's doing all right. She saw, I think, a orthopedic specialist either yesterday or the day before yesterday for some stuff that was going on. Oh, Charlie sent me something. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. We'll see this. Charlie sent me an email with this particular thing out of the Vol Nightmares, Nightmare Nation TV. Share screen. Caught something, and we'll just see what he caught. Alrighty, I don't know what that is, but there it is. What is that right here? I don't know what that one is in the corner there, but there you go. Yeah, that's part of the picture. But what is that, Charlie? I don't know. Let me see what the email says real quick, since I popped it up there. This is what I have seen moving around back there. This is all the truth I need to believe wholeheartedly. I hope you see this better. I had start taking screenshots because every time I would try on the cam or hit the record button, it would move away, or I found that the phone screenshot. So whatever, is that a face? Let me see. Do you see? You guys see a face there? Of course, this is off the Vault Nightmares, the Vault Nightmare Nation TV. But there you go. I can sort of see something. I don't know. Sometimes I can see that stuff real easy, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes it's just slaps you in the face, and sometimes I can argue until I'm blue in the face. Looks like it could be, according to Gene. Looks like a Wookiee. Well, oh, hold on a second. Let me look at that. Let me pull that back up again. A Wookiee. According to Z Wiki. Oh, so maybe a Wookiee. And then you see eyes. Oh, it's like let me pick the one I can zoom in. We'll see. Well, zooming in kind of pixelates it, but we'll see if I can zoom in. Where the heck did I put it? Give me just a second. I'll find the file I opened up. What to do with it? Jeez. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there you go. I can zoom in on that one. Subscriptions, YouTube, StreamYard. There you go. StreamYard. Got too many screens open up. Once you start sharing screens, this stuff kind of gets out and about. Get mixed up for the folks that do StreamYard stuff. It can get kind of hectic when you got a bazillion screens open up. Move back out a little bit. Can sort of see like a nose here and some eyes. Is that an ear right there? An ear right there? I don't know. I have had my fair share about arguments about pixelation and stuff like that, but I sort of see something right there, but I don't know. There you go. Red says she's seen grays on the property. Yeah, I've seen those too. That's crazy stuff. And I know Vault's not happy with the seemingly ET activity in the yard. I thought he was unhappy with the ghosts in his backyard. You can't do lead injection techniques with them. So I see a full figure standing. Does anyone else see that? All right. I have to open that up one more time. I didn't see a full figure thing. Let me get this thing out here. Laura says. So we're doing a Red Feather review, part 2 here. All right. Well. Maybe. I don't know what this is up here in the corner with this thing, but I see a face though. Full figure. I don't know. What do you guys see? Anything? Nothing? Full figured according to Laura. Darkwood says face very large. Blue Moon says elemental maybe mid materializing. That's plausible. Bologna says see a face. Yeah, there you go. I see something. I can't. It sort of looks like maybe a pig face. Maybe I don't know. Like the arms are up in the air. I'll outline it and send you a picture. Okay, that's cool. Send me a picture. And if you see anything here, let me go ahead and put I fix that vibration every time I freaking type on this desk. The microphone picks it up even with the dampener on the microphone. But if you want to send me an email, SeanG at imdarkwaters.com. I can't, I don't know. 1 second. Let me open this up. Where the frick did I put that thing? Right here. Yeah, right there. So is this arm here? Maybe. Well, what the hell is this over here? Between the fork of this tree over here. Is this between the pillars? I think. Let's see. I don't know if that's the pillars or not. Charlie, is that the pillars there? If you're still in the chat there. Asian ghost flying backwards. Well, it looks strange enough for an Asian ghost. So there you go. Seeing something, not sure what it is. Man, I'm right there with you, just curious. I see something, I'm not well, exactly. Yeah, arm where you pointed to it. Okay. Maybe Asian ghost. Could be. Maybe one of those Dragon Festival parade things. I could kind of see that. Please forgive me. I have no clue what the correct term is for those dragons in those parades that they have festivals and stuff for over in Asia. But that sort of looks like that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And let's see, hour and 17 minutes. Wow, nobody wants to talk to me. Actually, brushed my teeth before I got on air. You know, even so my breath don't stink. Pointy ears and a large snout. I can see the snout. I could see the snout, and I can see Donnie with the Asian flying ghost backwards thing. And let's see the. Oh yeah. All right. That's about all I got on that. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Let me pop open a couple of things. Midnight Amongst Monsters. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. Julie, Blue Moon, sent this right here, and she says it sort of kind of looks that way. Let's see if I can share it. There you go. Share that. Oh, you changed your email look. Oh, that's cool. Caught my head cocked a weird way, but okay. But yeah, it's Julie. Is that what you're referring to there, Donnie? Kind of samurai looking, crazy mask looking thing. And then share screen. I saw it. I've got it. I'm about ready to pop it up here. This is from Laura. Oh yeah. Now that you outlined it, yeah, I can see it. Didn't quite. Yeah, you can't unsee it now. There you go. That's from Laura. Oh, samurai. Could that be it? Well, if you go, jeez, let's see. Let me pull up the original one. Stop sharing and pull up the original one I got from Charlie in the email. Now you can, right there. I can see like a pig snout with big ears or whatever, but with the outline of what Laura sent, I can see the Bigfoot looking thing too. But that would be having that floating in midair if it was standing up, I would think. Weird, huh? Mm-mm. And of course, nothing I do ever translates out to anything but one added step too many. And this is what Laura did with the same snapshot. Laura Elizabeth in the chat there. So there you go. I can see it once you start doing that little whatever here. Circling out kind of deal. I can definitely see that. Oh, that Asian ghost, the one with the long hair that you can't see the face of. I got you. Yep. Definitely something there. Can't see the face. You guys see. Someone draw it for me. Yeah. I don't know, let me pop it back up so somebody can screen capture that. I would draw it for you, but I'm actually running the freaking show, so. Nope. There we go. Pop this back up. Here it comes, and there you go. What is the name of that Asian ghost with the long black hair that you see on so many spoofs and whatnot of Asian hauntings, paranormal TV and stuff? I can't remember what that particular ghost is. Not that I haven't seen a mazillion of them, but I can see a pig face in that now without having throw Laura's up with the body. I can see it plain as day, but just like that, I see pig face. Can't remember the name. Let's see. Let me look that up. Asian ghost. Well, if I can spell, well, if I can type, that would help a whole lot. I can't spell worth a lick, but scariest Asian ghosts. Let's see what this is. Haunt your dreams, Japanese ghosts. It does not say. Just says Asian ghost. That's all it says. Creep factor, though, definitely. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. Let me get this one. Copy that link address. And then we'll pop it up in this one. And then go here. Yeah, there we go. I can share this out for sure. Stop that. I think this is what Donnie Cho was. Oh, shit. There we go. Share screen. There we go. I think that's what Donnie was referring to, the long black hair. And of course not, it does not have the name of the ghost. Who knows? My truck is being haunted by a spirit of wild potato bugs. Oh my God. And where did you pick that up? From a load that you picked up from south of the border, or where did you pick that up from? There's Z-Wiki. It's been a while since I've seen a potato bug. But all right, folks. So we got about 30 more minutes. Nobody's called in. I don't think you like me anymore, but heck, why not? Uh-oh. Add to the stream. We got Thaddeus Craig, Wes Vic. What's going on, brother?
I don't much, man. I was forced to get a new laptop, so it's going to touch and go
cool.
from here for a while. And my desktop stopped working.
Awesome. Well, I hate that your desktop didn't work, but I'm glad that you had the resources to get a laptop.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hopefully, at least in the next couple of weeks.
Well, you're kind of breaking up there, buddy. Your audio is breaking up.
I know. I can't help it. This thing has a very bad microphone.
Oh, okay. What happened to your headset?
Doesn't work with this.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear what I'm saying at all?
Yeah, I can hear you. It just it takes fits where it kind of breaks up a little bit. I can hear you. So, what's going on with your channel, or you had to take a hiatus from all that stuff?
What's going on right now is I have to take a hiatus for a while. Can't say how long it's going to be, but I'm going to try to make sure I can come back soon. But right now, I'm wait. Yeah.
Let's see. All right. Well, I just got the Laura Elizabeth sent in. Is there a term for the stereotypical Japanese ghost girl with a white dress and long black hair that mostly covers her face? There is a slew of Hollywood remakes of the Japanese horror films. The Ring, The Grudge. It doesn't. They're called Onryo. Onryo. Poltergeist type stuff. Well, thank you. There you go. I did not know that.
What was it called?
Awesome. Onryo. I probably, with my my speaking orientation skills, I probably butchered the hell out of that. Crazy. Yeah, the one with the long hair that that goes over the face and wears the nightgown, white nightgown. Yeah, the one on The Ring and The Grudge and several other spoofs.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, how's the weather down there in Texas? Well, you just locked up there, buddy.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You just locked up for whatever reason.
It's hot, extremely hot.
Did you get any of that crazy Twister stuff? I think Vault had some Twister alerts or whatever up through there. Oh, there you go. Marquetta just popped in my TikTok thing, which I need to figure out. I'm going to try to see it. All right. Well, Wes, I hadn't heard anything. Well, he just dropped out. There you go. Some audio issues there, but thank you, Wes, for popping in there for just a minute or two. Had tornadoes around, Holly says. Yeah. I follow a couple bad weather tornado chasers and stuff like that on YouTube and over on Twitter and stuff like that. And that, every time something like that happens, my freaking laptops, phones, everything just lights up. We're chasing this tornado over here. We're on our way to Texas or wherever, Midwest. I think a lot of people went down to Louisiana, down through there. I hope and pray everybody's okay down through there and no loss of life or major damage or anything like that has occurred. And what? A young man, young, good-looking man, making big cash. Now I'm just beat down guitar player. Actually, yeah, I was having that kind. I wasn't a guitar player, but spent 15 years of my life doing healthcare, and it's just not one of those things I care to do anymore. Believe it or not, Rome Mountain actually is under a tornado warning. Well, tornado watch. Johnson City, Kingsport is under. Shit, that's where I lived. Was in Kingsport. Worked at all those locations. Roan Mountain, Johnson City, Kingsport. On a given day, I'd probably be in either one of those towns at least once on a given day, just depending on what I needed to do. Or over here in Southwest Virginia. But wow. Seriously. What the heck's going on here? I got a big old bunch of weather stuff here. Where I live, it says wind advisory for me tonight through 6 a.m. tomorrow. And I don't know what the purple is there, but yep. Oh, yeah, I see that. Crazy. I used to live over in Kingsport. About 30 to 45 minutes from Rome Mountain is where I lived my whole life. That's beautiful country over there. I used to live in, oh man, John Lear passed away. John Lear just passed away. According to, thank you, Julie. You heard it here, folks. John Lear just passed away. I enjoyed that guy. But after he lost his wife a few years ago, I think that just, whacked his steam out of his cells. Let's see if I can get this thing up. Oh, there you go. Apparently, this is a note from the Lear family. Let's get this up. My dad asked me to post this on Facebook page after he went on to the next life. Please do not ask me any questions because other than he was my dad, I don't know anything about this. He did tell me that this is a few years ago and mentioned that angels are allowed a few mistakes, but he tried not to abuse the privilege. He also mentioned that he stands firmly behind the Disclosure 101 posts. I am an angel, John Lear. Let's see. I think this was actually the post. Give me just a second. Thank you, Julie, for sharing that with me. And I'll share this out here. And this is over on John Lear's Facebook post. Ally, please, after I head out to my next adventure, Dad. Wow. There you go. There's Thaddeus Cray, Wes. Hey, buddy. Just found out John Lear passed. Oh, you froze there, buddy.
Gary?
Are you? Yeah, there you are. John Lear passed away. Well, anyway, there you go. Sorry to hear that.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? Hello, Wes. Earth to Wes. Thaddeus Cray. Earth to Thaddeus Cray. Mars calling. Do you have bacon?
Here you go. You hear me?
I can barely hear you, bud. Let me see if I can...
It's all good. I have a better idea. Okay.
All right. Told you last week he was going soon. Yes, you did. We actually did have that conversation last week. We both agreed that that he lost his wind in the sails with his wife passing. So there you go. Yeah, Bruce, definitely. Prayers to the family, the Lear family. Crazy stuff. You never, Vault and Lakea. They went through losing Brenda Lee last week. Went through all that stuff, and God bless them. Sounds like they're mending their hearts and their lives and getting used to Brenda not being around them physically. I'm sure they probably feel her presence just about every day. Another name, yet forgot who Lear was. John Lear was the son of the inventor of the Lear jet. And John Lear was a big conspiracy buff about disclosure aliens. And I believe he actually mentioned that the moon was a collector of souls. If I remember correctly, I may have misspoke. Forgive me if I did, but that's just pulling from an old memory. The Lear jet. He's a rather eccentric kind of deal, fellow, and he was good friends with Art Bell there for a while. So it was on Art's show for a while too, off and on. So there you go. All right, 931-994-6917. You can text that number or call it or whatever you want to do. And that'd be cool. Well, sad news with John Lear, but I think, great loves of your life. If you've ever met and befriended and married the love of your life and they pass before you do, that I have seen it on so many occasions. Be with somebody that is the love of your life and all of a sudden they leave your life permanently. Yeah. Where's injured? It's been a few days since I've seen injured, but yeah. Bruce says he remembers from Art's Bell shows. I think he was Heather Wade. I think he was on Heather Wade show a time or two. She on hiatus, or is she still doing the show? I don't know. Last time I talked to her I was a guest on her show, probably about a year and a half ago, for about 4 or 5 hours. Telling about my near-death experience. That's the craziest thing. And we got Wes coming back in, jumping up, and there you are, brother.
Do I sound better now?
Oh yeah, loads better.
Had to use a cell phone.
That's fine. Yeah, I can hear you a whole lot better. Sound quality is great.
Right.
Yeah. Dahl says he did Area 51 work and stuff. Yeah, he was a big disclosure kind of guy, John Lear.
No.
So, that's old school passing away. That's probably there's a handful that was associated with that Art Bell genre. Let's see who else was in that big thing. Geez. Oh, was that Signal 7? Remember that character that called in Art Bell a couple times? Yeah.
There was that one guy that was, he was, if I remember right, he called in on their show and he was terrified and he was talking about all kinds of stuff and people were after him and all that, and the call cut.
Oh, that was when Art lost all connection with satellites and satellite connections and went down to everything. Art come back on and did his little thing. I can't believe that everything went down. I think he finally had a hardwire link to get his show back on there. Sure. If I remember correctly, but that's pulling from way back when. And then there was Mad Markham. Anybody, is he still around, or did he perfect his little time machine or whatever he was trying to fix out? So, Mad Markham. I ain't said that in a hot minute. So what are you eating there, brother?
Beef jerky.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a rough day. This is actually kind of. Yeah.
All right.
It'll be all right.
Well,
I lost my desk. Yeah, my thing is I lost my desktop today, so I had to go to a pawn shop and get a laptop.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So what went bad? The motherboard or the CPU or what?
CPU, I think. I don't know.
You can don't know.
I do believe
It's not that hard.
it could have been.
It's
It
not
was either
that
the board or the CPU.
board or CPU. Yeah. I used to work on those things. I rebuilt an old gateway 3 or 4 times before I just gave up the box. I got the box in storage in the next bedroom here. That's a crazy
No,
thing.
this one I had is the one I built from the ground up, so I'm not thrilled about it. But I have to work. I'll probably be able to get it back up and running. It's just going to take time and money, which I ain't got right now. So I had to work with what I had, doing what I do. So I got a laptop.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty nice.
Sometimes you go by Goodwill and find stuff like that.
Sure can. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this one I got at a Cash America Pawn. Like I said, I mean, real nice. It's glitchy and buggy a little bit, but once I get it straightened out, should be fine.
I probably have to do a hard reset and reinstall the operating system.
It's possible. Possible.
Yeah, just
I'm not sure.
factory reset the thing.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm not necessarily, because actually this one it's pretty updated. It's up to date, so it's not really. It's pretty stable from what I've seen. And it's not liking the graphics drivers that I put on there. So what I'm probably going to have to do is reinstall them or uninstall them and just install a later one or an earlier one. And that should fix it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Bonita says I'm experiencing that with my mother's. My parents were married 63 years. My father's passed. Sorry to hear about that, Bonita. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you've got a long-standing couple, and I've seen it several times, with people that they spend their entire lives longer than most people have been alive. One passes, the other one, pretty well follows suit. Seen it so many times in a healthcare situation. Hate that, but it's a beautiful thing. I know it's a sad with people passing, but it's a beautiful thing to see that kind of love.
Oh yeah.
But that's how I look at it. I know it's a sad with people passing, but it is definitely beautiful to see that kind of love there.
No doubt.
Oh yeah. So what's your next adventure?
I'll be honest, my next project's going to be on hiatus for a while. The stories and stuff I had were on the computer, so I have to. I'll still be popping out videos like I normally do on different subjects and things, but
you can pull out. Yeah, you can pull out those hard drives and interface.
Oh yeah, very much
laptop.
Yeah, they had a problem. I actually to go ahead and get bumper adapters and all that stuff to hook them up to.
Yep.
That's for USB. Yeah, it'll be easy enough. This is going to take time. That's why I say a temporary hiatus.
Right. Well, you'll get it figured out. You'll get it figured out. I bought a few months ago. I bought a interface that I use quite a bit. I had some old hard drives that I had in storage for a while. Popped them out, and I was like, "Holy crap! I ain't seen this in a while." Seen some old pictures from way back when. I'm like, "Well, shit, I was skinny back then." I have proof that I was skinny. So, not so much anymore, though.
I'm gonna say it happens.
Oh yeah.
You should have seen me from 20 years ago. I was a different person.
Oh, did you have hair?
Yeah, that's actually, in all seriousness, that's one thing. A lot thinner too.
Oh yeah.
And
I had 2 legs at one time too. Just full disclosure, I did have 2 legs at one time. Wait a minute.
That's funny.
Oh Jesus, got myself choked up there. Jean Paul, hey buddy, salute brother. Let's see, what does Thaddeus crave blog video? What do you blog about?
I do horror narrations of my own creation sometimes. I also do what I also try to do is different things on cryptids, paranormal, different videos and stuff. Sometimes I do things on mental health, also just spiritual stuff. Really, it just kind of varies on what my mood is.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we got about 15 more minutes, folks. If you want to call in, which thank you, Wes, for jumping in there.
You're not a problem, man. Careful,
So,
I'll hit you up.
all right, that's cool. All right. Whoops. How the heck did I have that? Oh, well, let's go here. All right. We have Mark on the phone. What's going on, Mark?
Nothing. If nobody else is going to call in, I'd call in.
All right. So what's going on with you over in Kentucky?
Sitting here waiting for a storm to blow in. How you doing, Thaddeus?
He just popped off. He just left us. You was calling in. I forgot I had that audio up. No, but that's all right.
So
We got.
I knocked him off.
No. He had. He was on StreamYard, on the StreamYard side. You didn't knock him off. He just.
Okay.
You just gotta know Thaddeus. You know, when he's done talking, he don't even say goodbye. It's like click bye. I'll talk to you later, and then all of a sudden he's gone. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say but you said it before I did, was that don't throw away those hard drives because he technically hasn't lost anything. Just needs to plug them in and extract the data.
Oh yeah, I've got 3 or 4 hard drives that I have from. Actually, I need to go pull the hard drives off of my other computer and see what's going on in there. It's a project that I just reminded myself of. Let me write that down. See what's on those hard drives. So hard drives.
Anyway, I emailed you a video, and then I kind of looked and noticed it's from 2013, and maybe it's totally fake. I mean, I tried to figure out where it was fake, but it was on the Animal Planet channel. But it just is some guys in a little mini sub, and what looks like a mermaid hand come and grab and swim by them.
Oh,
figure.
I can't. Sometimes that stuff is so copywritten that they take your channel down real quick. I know that. You know, especially with Animal Planet, I'm pretty sure that's probably copyrighted. So.
Yeah, probably. You can just look at it on your own time. Just tell me what you think, because I mean, it's got to be fake. If it wasn't, it seems like that would have made bigger waves.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on just a second. I actually have one. Jennifer sent me something. Wait just a second. Let's see if I can find it. This is, let me pull this up and pop it in here. This is from Jennifer, long-time listener, and she's told her Dogman story quite a number of times, but she sent me this in email a couple of days ago. And I think this wound up on How to Hunt channel on YouTube. I don't know what that is, if that is a facsimile or if that's a real thing. Apparently this comes from the First Nations up in Canada. I can't remember what it was. Let me look at see what her description was. Let's see. I have to skin this thing, obviously. This is from the First Nations. Steve Isdall's channel. How to Hunt, Tell the Pick, thumbnail. And I don't know what this is. Full disclosure, this is from How to Hunt. If you want to go over there, what do you think this is? Is this real, fake, or Memorex? But you got all those deep fakes and stuff out there right now.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. If it's blurry, then people say, I can't tell what it is. And if it's crystal clear, it's fake. So even if you just had a Bigfoot walk up and took a picture of him, kind of wouldn't really do you any good.
True enough. Unless you got a body part or a whole body there. I honestly, I'm on the fence about that. That's too clear. That's too good. But then who knows? Yeah, that's on Steve's channel. So just to let you know, this is not my property. That come from Steve on How to Hunt and all that stuff. And Laura says it's fake. Yeah, I think it's too clear too right there. That kind of reminds me of who's that dude that was on Animal Planet there for a while and had all those exceptionally crystal clear Bigfoot pictures. Can't remember who the heck.
I haven't had television in decades. So.
Well, don't know. I've got a television, but I usually just watch MASH. I'm a big MASH.
I mean, well, I've got an actual television, but I mean, I stream things, and whatnot. I haven't had the cable, I should say.
Oh yeah, I don't have cable.
Several decades, yeah.
Hell, it's been 3-4 years since 3 years at least since I've had cable. I just didn't see the sense in it. I was paying for shit that I never watched. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
So
I've actually gotten.
I went and bought a antenna, put it on my house, and then I think I bought one of those Fire TV boxes that you record TV. So I record MASH all the damn time. Or
I've gotten to where I'm actually allergic to commercials. So if I'm out and they've got TV on commercials, I get squeamish.
Yeah, there's some. I don't know. There's. I've been watching not Paramount. Was it Paramount Plus or Discovery Plus is what I've got, and they got commercials on there, and I'm like, I can't skip through them. I can't. I can't stand watching TV news anymore. It just drives me insane.
Well, now all you have to do is watch it, believe the 180-degree inverse of whatever they're saying, and you'll know pretty well what's going on.
Yeah. Donnie says, I don't have a television. I have a laptop and internet. That's basically what I got. I've got a little antenna to catch local channels and stuff, like a local weather or whatever. But I've got Me TV that flies over the air for free. So that's how I get MASH. So it's, commercials. I can fly through the commercials. 3 pushes on that little button. That's through the commercial cycle. So, yep, cable is definitely obsolete. Absolutely.
Seems with everything there is to watch or listen to podcast wise or YouTube channels, there's no way I could listen to everything I want to. So I'm not hurting for entertainment.
The strangest thing is I fall asleep watching old retro PC channels, where they go through and they rebuild old PCs from the 90s, Windows 95, 3.2 Windows, and all that stuff. I don't know why in the heck I'm so interested in it. Maybe it's because I built the crap out of them, but that puts me to sleep. Now, strangest thing.
Wow.
Now, there for a while, I watched Paranormal everything. Paranormal, then I got tired of it. So, do I sleep better? Probably. I having a crazy ghosts and stuff pop up on my TV, but waking up and there's a build from a retro channel on YouTube for computers from the late 90s, early 90s.
Mm.
I don't know why in the hell that's so fascinating. I don't know, but it is to me.
I'll lay down and put something on, think I'll listen to it as I go to sleep, but I pass out so quick I never get to hear any of it. Probably takes me about 20 seconds from the time I close my eyes.
Pretty much I wind down pretty quick once I, like for tonight, I'll probably take about an hour to wind down, give or take, unless I jump over on Vault's channel. And then, add whatever time I spend over on Vault Nightmares channel, been on their panel or whatever is going on over there. If I get too tired, I may not do it. I don't know.
I went to ask about that. I mean, I'm not too familiar with what he's got going on, but supposedly there are Bigfoot, I don't know how you say the plural of that, in that area where he's got the stuff set up, right?
Yep, pretty much. There's supposedly Bigfoot and maybe Dogman in his backyard. Definitely seen some aliens and some will-o-wisps in his backyard.
Has he thought about enticing them? I noticed whenever he does a thing where he's out there live, he's usually looks like he's pretty well armed.
Oh yeah, he's out there. I don't think that old boy goes anywhere not armed. Now, in his backyard to the grocery store, driving down the highway, he's probably packing enough heat to subdue a few people anyway.
He'd probably have more luck with a basket of apples.
I don't know. Tell you the truth, I think he has put some stuff. Pretty sure he has put some apples and other treats out there in the wood line, out back through there.
Okay.
So I don't know what's become of that. Like last week, he had that family loss with his aunt Brenda Lee passing away.
Right.
But I don't know if I'm pretty sure he easily loses track of something like that, something so small and insignificant, throwing some apples and other treats in the woods to entice whatever's out there. So
I already told you my Bigfoot story, and it was lame. I didn't even see a Bigfoot. It's just with the chickens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know with that tree break. I didn't know back then to look for what's a spiral kind of break.
Oh, where they just sit there and twist the thing.
Yeah, I didn't know to look for that back then, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's some freaking hand strength right there. There's a juvenile just going through and then filling its oats and saying, "Hey, I can't find a girlfriend," grabbing hold of one of those trees and just twisting the shit out of it. Maybe. When I was a kid, I don't know if I told this to you, but on the mountainside, probably about 3 or 4 miles from where I'm sitting right now on the mountainside, there was these 3 or 4 year old trees picked up, pulled out, root ball and all, and thrown up into a bigger tree. And I kind of looked at it. I was like, how in the hell did that happen? And I can remember seeing the freaking thing. And, 13 years old, looking at the thing going, oh, there's no logging around here. And definitely wasn't anybody back there that, wasn't hunting for blackberries or whatever. Which I don't know if I was hunting for blackberries that day or not. But yeah, that thing was way up there in the tree line. I never could quite figure that out. Let's see. We got, sure, if you want to call in, you can call in from the area code 971 if you want to.
I'll go ahead and jump off so she can call in there.
All right. Appreciate it. All right, man.
Talk to you later.
See ya. Bye. All right. There you go. Sure, if you want to call in, call in. 931-994-6917. That was Mark from Kentucky. He actually is kind of gave me a couple of good ideas on the writing. So you never know. Let me send this. Sure. Well, come on, boys. There you go. Got that going on. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's not... There we go. Okay, you are live on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. You cut out there for a minute. Hey, this is Tony Bologna. Called a couple times.
Oh, okay.
In the past. Hey, I just wanted to share. Go ahead, sorry.
You had mentioned you wanted to possibly talk about what was going over in the European theater and stuff. We can't talk about that on YouTube. So.
Oh, no, not about that.
Okay, cool.
No. This is nothing about that. That being said, let's see. Oh, I just wanted to share an experience there with something paranormal, with the chat and you, and then get your thoughts. So, coming from a Mexican descent, I'll ask you, Shawn, have you heard of La Santa Muerte, also known as the Holy Death?
I have heard the Holy Death, but not the Spanish.
Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's like, I don't know. I think it's pretty big in the Mexican culture, and I'll give a brief history. for everybody. Basically, I don't know too much about it either, but I guess it's a Green Reaper, and it's a saint that a lot of Mexicans worship. Mexico being the way it is, a lot of prostitutes, drug dealers, police officers, and people that are, I guess you could say high risk. They worship it, right? Because it seems like and like I said, I don't mean to offend you, Shawn, or anything like that, but it seems like they get a response faster from this entity than God.
Okay.
Yeah. So that being said, I just want to share my 2 cents. I don't know why it just came in my head one day, and I was thinking about her. She's considered a female. I don't know why. She's considered a female, and well, I just started thinking about her. Driving, going to job site, so on and so forth, and I started talking to her, right, like if it was a real thing. And I was like, you know what? I was like, if she's real, or if I personally don't believe in anything paranormal, or anything out of the normal, I guess you can say I'm an atheist. So I was like, if it's real, I want a substantial raise. We're talking, $20 raise here.
All right.
And at work, right? And I was like, this is baloney, and people are like, no, she's a real deal. I did some research up on YouTube, and they're like, no, she's real. She'll she'll grant you anything you want, and so on and so forth. I've had some family members that have prayed to her and worshipped her, and they kind of warned me about it. They're like, oh, be careful, she's gonna get you, you don't mess with that, and then they're like, I regret it, and so on and so forth. She'll give you anything you want, but keep in mind, she's gonna ask for it back, and twice as much, and the moment you screw up, you better hold on. And I kind of brushed it off. And then, it's the power of suggestion, I guess you can say. Later that week, I had a couple of dreams about her, and basically delivered a message explaining to me why she did the things she did. She would give handouts to people, and she knew right away that she was going to get quote unquote screwed over, because the people's desire was asking for something and then leaving, kind of like just using her. So she would purposely screw them over on purpose to send a message. And basically she was through the dream, she was telling me that she's a faithful person to people that are faithful to her, And I was like, okay, I get it, I told my wife, and we were like, it's a power suggestion, the subconscious mind, dismissing it. So then about maybe a week or two goes by. I'm at a family member's home, and I kid you not, Shawn, I have the pictures to prove it. I can send you the pictures. You can upload it. I kid you not, Shawn. I went to this family member's house, and they whipped out a little, what is it, like a 12-pack of squirt soda, And this was literally 3 months ago. So maybe in January, February, they whipped out a little 12-pack of squirt soda, and I opened it, and I had put it in the fridge so it could cool down. And maybe like an hour later, I come by, I open the fridge, and I kid you not, Shawn, there's this squirt soda with what you would consider an altar or a shrine with a skeleton hand in the middle, and a rose with like a rose as an offering, and what looks like a candle, right? Very Halloween theme. And I looked at it, and I was like, wow, is it synchronicity? What a coincidence, right? So then I told my wife, I was like, hey, check this out. I told my family members, and I had that same day, an hour prior, I was telling them what had happened with me and so on and so forth. And sure enough, like, we started looking through all these little squirt bottles, and they were all quote unquote Halloween themed, with the skeleton hand and the shrine, and everything was really weird. And my family member was like, what the F? Like, what's going on here? Like, the actual I guess box, I guess you can call it just says Squirt. There's no theme, there's no special edition. You know how sometimes they'll make that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it'll say like limited edition or something, you know, for Halloween or Valentine's or whatever. You know, what's another one? Christmas. Well, this one was just a plain box with the name on the side and nothing else, right? So I open it up and I've read in the past where it's like, hey, that's the way she speaks to you, you know, letting you know that she really wants you, she really cares for you, to really consider her. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, right?
So is this
sure enough.
So is this a negative entity or a positive entity or something that something in between?
And you know, and that's why I called in Shawn. I don't know anything about entities. So you know, growing up, you just know that there's good and bad.
Right.
But I know the world isn't black and white from what I understand, because I hear a lot of people say, hey, there's good entity, bad entities, angels, and so on and so forth. The way I came across it, it seemed like it's and like I said, this is what I come to understand, that God himself, from my understanding, is kind of the same concept where you have to be a faithful follower, you know, and he'll be faithful to you. And I think there's a scripture that says God is, it's in Spanish, and I forgot the translation, but saying kind of like God is patient to punish you, you know, and it speaks about a lot about punishing people and his worshipers and stuff like that, and how you shouldn't, you know, double cross God, because he will get to you, you know, destroy your life basically. So I kind of mixed two and two, you know, and yeah, here's the thing, you know, after that incident, you know, I go in my employer's office and I say, hey, let's adjust my wage, and guess what, Shawn, it was adjusted, right? Significantly.
Oh, wow.
I was like, and we're not talking a couple dollars. I think I mentioned earlier, we're not talking like $5. We're talking a significant amount. We're talking, you know, and I was like, wow. Like, and my wife was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you know, well, just this week, my wife, you know, she, you know, I went to work, everybody's gone. My wife said, you know, I'm going to go do some errands. She left, you know, she leaves the house. And we have two types of locks, two types of the top deadbolt and the bottom, you know. We live in a really safe neighborhood, really quiet neighborhood. So she just locked the bottom, and she came. And funny enough, I was working in our town. You know, I told her, hey, you know, I'm going to our town. I'm going to go do this job. And maybe she texted me like 20 minutes later. She's like, hey, why did you lock me out? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm not home. I'm doing a job. And she's like, she kept insisting, why did you lock me out? She got upset. She's like, you know, I don't have a key for the deadbolt. Why did you come home and lock the top of the deadbolt? And I was like, I haven't been home, honey. I'm here working. And her heart kind of dropped. And she's like, how is that even possible? She's like, she doesn't even have a key to lock the deadbolt, and the deadbolt are the ones that you have to lock from the outside in. You know, it's just a family of two, just me and her, nobody else. We have two dogs, so it's you know, and when we do have cameras around, and she was like, like, how do you know? She was like, she brushed it off, but she told me that, and I was like, hey, I'm going to call Shawn, let him know, let, you know, the listeners hear my story and see what they think. But yeah, that's my experience with La Santa Muerte. And we'll see what happens so far. You know?
So you asked this entity to help you out with your money situation. Is that what I got?
And that's what and that's what I'm trying to like. That's what I'm trying to verify. Like, did I ask her? Did I say, hey, I'm going to be a faithful follower? Because we as human beings, we forget, you know? And it's like, you know, now I'm dumbfounded, right? And I was like, what if, you know?
All right. We got a question for you from Red Raider. Do the dogs sense anything?
Yeah.
Question for the caller.
Yeah. You know, the dogs are pretty calm generally. They're really, really calm. They haven't seen anything. We haven't experienced anything out of the ordinary besides that really strange and unexplained occurrence. The dogs sleep with us, not, obviously in the room, in the ground. But no, they haven't seen anything. So I did have one instance when we barely moved in. We had a door slam shut, and it's one of those doors that you slide like a closet. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Instead of a door that opens, it slides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we were in the kitchen. I think we were eating dinner. All of a sudden, you just hear something slam as hard as like if somebody slammed it, and we were like, "What the heck was that?" And my dog was just sitting there, like just looking at us eat. And I was like, "Aren't you supposed to be like chasing ghosts or something?" But he's a really friendly dog too, so that probably doesn't help.
Wow. All right. Well, Tony, I appreciate you calling in and telling us that story. I had not heard of this entity before.
Yeah. Like I said, if anybody, any of your listeners, you just type in the Holy Death and then you just put like Mexican. It'll give you a brief history. If you kind of want to peek into it, you just do that, or La Santa Muerte. Like I said, it's very big in the Mexican culture for sure.
All right. Well, that sounds great. Well, Tony, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Hey, thank you. Take care, brother.
Thank you. Bye. All right. Well, have you heard of this entity? Which doesn't surprise me. There's so many cultures out there that have these types of entities. It's not necessarily Mexican or Spanish. Who knows? Hey, GNA, welcome back. Have you heard of that entity, GNA? Whatever the little god with the little G. So, and Bonita says not good. Well, anyway. All right, folks. Since I've been on here for 2 hours, 12 minutes, I think I'm about done for the day. So, thanks for joining me. Now, this Friday, I'm going to have a special guest. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure I get all the things opened up here. Well, I got the wrong freaking window open. Nick Valente from University of Cryptozoology will be my guest on Southern Supernatural. This Friday, same channel, wherever you're I don't think I'm going to be on the Paranormal Radio app, unfortunately. So if you're listening to me on the Paranormal Radio app, go over to Chasing Truth Shawn G, or follow me at One Shawnster over on YouTube, or Chasing Truth over on Facebook. I'll be simulcasting it with you there. But Nick Valente will be my guest over on Southern Supernatural this Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. All right. So let me pull up the closing prayer here. If you want to reach out to me, Shawn G at IamDarkWaters.com, the number 931-994-6917, I do answer that. I've actually spooked a couple people, but you never know. All right. Lord Jesus Christ, and thy love and mercy establish a perimeter of protection around all of us and myself, all of our loved ones, those who pray for us and their loved ones. May the holy angel guard us and all our possessions, establishing a perimeter of protection around us, rendering us immune from any kind of demonic influence. Ask that no demonic bondage door, demonic entity, portal, astral projection, or disembodied spirit may enter the space of 100 yards and in all directions of us. I ask that any demons within the vicinity or any that should try to enter be rendered deaf, dumb, and blind, that thou would strip them of all weapons, armor, power, illusions, and authority, that thou would bind, rebuke, and disable them from communicating or interacting with each other in any way. Remove them, sending them directly to the foot of thy cross, Jesus, Son of the Most High. I ask this in thy glorious and most holy name. Please, dear God, help those that are in need of body, mind, and spirit, that are hurting, sick, financially unstable. Please send your angels of mercy and help them out. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. All right, folks. Fantastic. Appreciate you dropping by. 2 callers. Well, 3 if you count Wes. Wow, I got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Apologize for doing that. Shawn G at IamDarkWaters.com. Go over to Vol Nightmares 2.0. I think he's going to be on after me. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think he said. Hey, Don, what's up, brother? Appreciate that. But follow me on Chasing Through Shawn G. Daily, I'll post something on my community tab, posts and stuff about how my daily writing is going. Give broad strokes to what I've been writing on a daily basis. I think I'm on day 48. Tomorrow's 49. Wow. Let's see. So day 50 will be Friday. That's impressive. 50 days. Can you believe that? That just amazes me. All right, brother. Just pick up Friday. I'll be back Friday. Southern Supernatural. Nick Valente. He will be my guest on there, along with Daniel Borzan and Tina Weiss. That should be a freaking awesome show. Well, Arlene, I appreciate that. I put that out there. And literally, folks, ask questions on the community post. If you want to know something specific, if I can't answer it, I will. If I don't have the answer, I'll just say, I don't know. Ask God. Who knows? Talk to text. My digital assistant, I absolutely just, sometimes I can't stand that thing. You know, the one from Amazon, which I don't want to provoke that thing from winding up and saying something crazy. But it has come out, spit out some crazy junk. But alrighty, folks, I believe I'm about done for the night. Catch you Friday over on the Vol Nightmares channel. You never know where you're going to catch me. And Cisco's channel, I can't, gee whiz. Cisco's channel is, she's been right there, almost a staple for me for the last couple of weeks. Being on her, being in chat, listening to her and her panel over there. Donnie Cho and a host of others. Crazy stuff over there, and I love it. But anyway, appreciate y'all. And keep it between the mayonnaise and mustard, folks. So appreciate you. GNA, Arlene, Doll, Ivy, Don, who else is in here? Blues GNA, or Blues G Music, excuse me. Bonita, Big Cole, Red Raider. Let's see, who else is in? Rothian, Sandra. Who else? Donnie Cho's definitely been in there. Jean Paul. If I missed any, Lady Ladisa. That's an interesting name. I like that. Ladisa. Bass, brother. Always a pleasure. Bruce. And Dark Woods. Gene Fox. Holly. I think I pretty much. Trina. Yeah, that's it. All right. God bless y'all. Shawn G at IamDarkWaters.com. IamDarkWaters.com. Place for all your horror narration needs. And a host of other things over there. And the repository for Chasing the Truth. So, God bless you. Love you to death. And I'm out of here.